Good day, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are joining us for the first time on this channel, we talk on business in kingdom perspective. So, are you a business owner or a career person looking into diversifying into a business, or you are already doing having a business you're doing and looking at how you can scale it up? You're on the right channel at the right time in the right place. So in today's episode, we'll be taking something entirely different from the series we are currently ongoing. And this particular one will be looking into how deciding which business to be in or which part you want to tour. So let me just call it the name. Following a purposeful driven business, following a purposeful godly business. So I want to take it a step after the order so that we can really get the best use of this episode. And I won't want you to rush it because every step is going to be important, and at the end of it you should be able to know who you truly are in Christ Jesus, and also how you can run a godly business that is in line with your purpose in life. A godly business that is in line with your purpose in life. So I'll be starting with so we've seen how. So there was a Google statistics that was conducted. I don't know which year, but I saw it on Google. How many people on yearly basis search on Google what is their purpose, and you see the number ranging so alarming. How quite a number of people are so concerned about knowing the reason why they are on Earth. But the funny thing about this is the fact that they have to run to Google to know what is their purpose. So what is the essence of life? What is the essence of living? The reality nowadays, I've had opportunity to talk with quite a number of young people of my contemporary, and I listen to them critically on their own observation about life, what they think about the essence of living, and it scares me, and it's one of the major reasons why I said I had to just talk about this. It scares me how people live for nothing. They just many people just think life is just surviving. You get your degree. After getting your degree, secure a good job, get married, get your lovely kids, and just live the life, video house, get a car, and pass on. But if that is the whole essence of living, it's too small. In the Bible made us understand that there's joy in heaven over a single soul that gives his life to Christ. So why do you think after you give your life to Christ, God still left you here on earth? If there is so much precious and relevant on a single soul, you should have immediately you give your life to Christ. Quickly, just send the chariot of angel to pick you up before you go and backslide. But you are left here for a purpose. You are left here on earth for a purpose. You are left here on earth on a purpose, and that purpose you won't find on Google. You won't find it on whichever search engine you're using, wherever you are. You won't find it because only the manufacturer know the purpose of the product. Only the manufacturer know the purpose of the product. Only the manufacturer know the purpose of the product. So, number one thing I want us to secure now, getting. So, I've had series of conversation with young people, and what do you intend to do? I'm just looking for a high paying job. I'm just looking for something that can a better life, a better life. But one thing first, there's no amount of money you have, there's no amount of influence you have. If you are not in the center of God's purpose for your life, you can never have fulfillment. No matter how much you earn, how much you get, influence you have, power, put everything together. You can't have fulfillment unless you are in the center of God's purpose for your life. Unless you are in the center of God's purpose for your life. So I want you to shift your focus from looking for all those things, but firstly, seek after knowing the whole essence why you're here. I see a lot of people just after modeling themselves after someone and just want to live in another person's shadow. Even identical twins that are born on the same day, same time, same mother, same one, raised in the same house, everybody have a different reason why God has sent them to there. Check your DNA; they are all different. I used to tell you that you are not mass produced, you are custom made, a container with a content sent to the continent. You have a message you're here to deliver. Like I said in our last episode, you might want to check the video. Uh, the burial ground is the richest place on planet Earth because there are a lot of people, a lot of purpose that I will never discover, a lot of destiny that were never brought to the light, that never saw the light of the day before they went into the grave. And I'm sure you don't want to be part of those lists. So, how do you get started? I'm going to show us some Bible verse that we might want to check, and we also check some Bible story, how people live a purposeful life. And so, please, I've said number one. Number two, you don't want to get caught up in thinking the whole essence of life is just surviving. No, for the world system, it might be like that, but for you as a believer, it's a different ball game entirely. You're on this planet Earth for a specific purpose, for a specific purpose, for a specific purpose. And it's something that the earlier you get into finding it and getting into it critically, the earlier you begin to feel fulfillment. Fulfillment doesn't come, the Bible said that you have left a hole in every man's heart. Nothing in this earth can fill it. If you are doubting, you can talk to your people that you know. I don't have Christ. I don't have, they have everything, but still they don't feel complete. How last year or 10 years ago, what was your biggest, what do you desire so much to have? What do you desire so much that you prayed earnestly for? And you thought, God, if you can do this one for me, I'm okay. But now you have that one thing. Are you satisfied? No. You want another thing. That thing that you still desire so much, that money that you desire so much, God, if you can give me this, when God gives you, you see, it won't bring the fulfillment. It will never bring the fulfillment. Nothing in this earth can satisfy. Nothing. Put everything, put it inside. It will not complete you. There is a godly O inside of you. Only God can feel it. And that can only be achieved when you're in the center of God's purpose. But someone wants to ask, what's the relevance of this to running business in a godly way? Yes, very, very important, because this is what you're going to do with your life. Yes, you always get frustrated when you're doing something that is not your main purpose. Try and access a product, try and lose a product with the wrong equipment. You see, you have to struggle, sometimes you have to damage the equipment because you are using the wrong tool for the wrong purpose. So even the business you want to get yourself into has to be in line with your purpose. See, everything you are custom made, to your temperament, your the country you were born. God never made a mistake. He never made a mistake. How you look, how you talk, how you, those things that you think is not good enough, that maybe if you get one in your neighbors, you just desire something and another person. It's not a bad thing to desire something good, but everything inside of you was custom made for you, for your assignment. Everything inside of you, everything you had today, everything, your facial expression, your attitude, temperament, behavior, everything was custom made for you for that assignment. And if you are using those custom made in another field, you think is not good enough. There's a story I read online sometimes ago when a father gave a his boy a stone and asked him to go and sell it, to go out. So he went to a bookshop and showed them the stone. I want to sell this stone. They checked the stone. They said they will give him $5. He went to a grocery store also and showed them he wanted to sell it. They said, check it. We don't need this. They give him, they offered to give him a penny. He went back to his father after checking seriously, and they were giving him, nobody was willing to buy from him. They were just trying to buy from him out of pity. And he went back to his father, and he was told, the father told him that he should take it to a museum. Getting to a museum, when they saw the stone, they could identify it, and they were willing to pay millions of dollars for it. So Maybe because maybe why you have been overwhelmed and feeling unhappy is because you have been trying to sell your precious stone to the wrong audience. You have been trying to sell your precious stone to the wrong market because you have been trying to fit in into another man's shadow. You have been trying to fit in another man's shoe. Um, we're going to discuss quite a number of things today. We'll talk about every manufacturer only knows the purpose of that product. You can't find it on Google. You can't find it by in even in your school by your teachers. Only the manufacturer. So you get to know your purpose when you start working with God. If you don't have a relationship with God, there's just forget it. There's no how you can discover the whole essence while you're here on earth. They might teach it in circular school, call it different name, but mankind is spiritual. Mankind is spiritual. Only spirit, no spirit. As face answers to face in water. That is why you answer to God. Nobody until you start working with God, you can know the whole essence while you're here. You can't know it. Just settle that and we can make progress because if you don't settle that, so what happens if you're not born again, if you're not a believer yet? This is the right time to do. Yes, it's the first thing to do in your journey because I don't want this to just be theory. I want it to be practical as possible. I want it to be practical as possible. At the end of this video, you should be able to know step to step and what you start doing. Step to step to take and what you start doing. So if you're not a believer yet, it's not for you. You can't find it. You just find yourself walking in another man's shadow, no fulfillment. People might look, you might look good outside. There are quite a number of people that will envy. AY, what now happens to people that are not believers and they are doing quite well in life? Hmm? There's a way that seemeth right to a man, the end of it thereof are ways of destruction. There's a way that seemeth right to a man, the end of it thereof is ways of destruction. There's a way that seemeth right to a man, the end of it thereof is ways of destruction. Mm-mm. There's no fulfillment outside of Christ. It might look good on the outside, but really, 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 many of you poor that you're envying today, if they really can open up to you and tell you what they are going through back end, you might also be pitying them. But social media cover a lot of things. Yes, it did. Quite a number of things that we see does not really look at how we see it. Yes, quite a number of things that we see or we feel we think about other people. Most of the time, it's not always so. Now, I've had reason to talk with because I want to live my life full of purpose. Anytime I happen to engage with someone, all I want to be sure is they have Christ, and if not, how to help them get to that route. And I've seen people open up to me about things, and really, yes, really, because it's not always art, it seems at all. So, the love of God is the foundation of knowing your purpose. The love of God is the foundation for knowing your purpose. You have to get to love God genuinely. Genuinely. That is when He starts showing you who you are. You know the story of a story inside the Bible when Jesus called all His disciples and asked them a question. Who did people say I am? They said this, they said this, they say you are son of this, they are son of, and He said to them, okay, I don't care about what people think. Amongst the 12 of you, who do you think I am? And everybody was looking. And Peter rose up his hand and he said, yeah, God, the Son of the living God, the fourth man in the funnel, told him all about him and he said, stop. Flesh and blood did not reveal that to you. And because you know who you are, I will tell you who you are. Immediately he started discussing purpose with Peter. Yes, Simon Peter. And upon this rock I shall build my church. The tickets to knowing who you are is first knowing God. The ticket to knowing who you are is first knowing God. This is the foundation. It must sound so theoretical, but that is the simplest way I can explain it to you, because you can only unravel your purpose right in knowing Christ. You can only unravel your purpose from the point of knowing God. Once you meet with God, the first thing he start discussing with you is knowing your purpose. In the link in the description down below, I will drop a link here leading to a video by the Reverend Biodun Fatoyinbo, my father in the Lord, my spiritual father. And for people that want to dig deep into this subject matter, because it's very, very crucial to your journey in life. You don't even want to do anything without knowing your purpose. Because how do you, where you are going determines who you take along. If I'm going to Ondo State now, or what I would pack will be definitely be different if I'm going to Australia. Where you are going determines who you take along, what you take along. So if you have not discovered where you are going, it's even wrong, dangerous to get married to someone, it's dangerous to pick a business, it's difficult and very dangerous to even pick a career, because it will be so disastrous. Because at the end of the day, you'll be going to Australia and all you take is maybe light clothes and a few, and the angel said to Prophet Elijah, said, eat, because the journey is far. Many of us don't know how far God is taking us. So our preparation level is very low. Our urgency level is very. Imagine someone God already planned to be a president and still in his 20, it is his life is not even in that direction, he's not getting prepared. God does not call the perfect a perfect, because we know that. But there's nobody God uses and does not take through preparation time, and he said, redeeming the time, because quite a number of people have wasted so much time in building bridge for pharaohs. Why? There's no time, because for the vision is for an appointed time. For the vision is for an appointed time. It will not. So let me show you a verse in the Bible. Ecclesiastes 9:11. It was written by one of the wisest man that ever lived. He said, I return under the sun, that the race is not to the swift. I'm reading NKJV. Nor the battle to the strong, nor bread to the wise, nor riches to men of understanding, nor favor to men of skill, but time and chance happens to them all. We also checking from the Amplified Bible. I want us to really get this. I return and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither is bread to the wise, nor riches to men of intelligence and understanding, nor favor to men of skill, but time and chance happen to them all. But time and chance happen to them all. That looks like you, right? So intelligent, so brilliant, so talented. But you see, you're still going through stuff. You're still not where you think you're supposed to be, because the accessing that life you desire, the ticket is not in getting into the skill. You see quite a number of people that you've run life with, you've watched them grow, you see how very brilliant they are, and you thought that maybe in the next few years they will be on top of their game, top of industry, but go and check them now. I'm sure that quite a number of them, you will be so surprised where they are, because the race is not to the swift, the battle is not to the strong. The mighty men does not always win the battle. Time and chance happen to them. Abraham Lincoln said, he said, I will prepare. Maybe someday my time will come. I will prepare. Maybe someday my time will come. And eventually he prepared. And fortunately, his time came. Because what quite a number of people call luck is not luck. A failure we always talk about, is lucky, that is why he's doing well. No, it's preparation meeting opportunity. When you're prepared, when you know where you're going and you prepare for it, and the opportunity show up, there will be a spark, a spark. So knowing where you are going affect the kind of preparation you prepare. Knowing where you are going affect your preparation. Knowing where you are going affect your preparation. The Bible said in it said, "Who wants to build a house and does not sit down and count the cost to know whether he have enough?" Yes, he start building and build the foundation and not able to finish, and the people will laugh at him and say, "This man starts building and they could not finish," because there's a cost for every towerly building you want to build. So you have to sit down, count the cost. But let's even go back to how do we get started. So, okay, we'll move from the stage of knowing God, being a born again Christian, and walking in Christ like and loving God genuinely, because that is the ticket to knowing who you are. Quite a number of people, so there are different way. There are people from the Bible that God, at the point of meeting God, God tell them their whole purpose. There are people that they keep unveiling it to them. They keep unveiling it to them as they move on the ladder. You see, Joseph started with just dreaming, and it does not look like it might just someone could have just despised what useless kind of dream is this that I dream I saw myself, and the next thing I'm inside the pit. They are trading me off at a selling me off as a slave. It doesn't look like it. Which kind of dream am I dreaming like that? But he kept guiding his heart through the process and believing in God and loving God, being diligent in what he's doing. And you see how God routed him with what God will not go and see. Let me quickly make this clear. Everything you need to be who you are supposed to be is already inside of you. It's not something outside that you're going to get. Everything you need to be who you are supposed to be, is already inside of you. When they give birth to his baby girl, everything you need to become a woman, womb, breast, everything it already carries it. All you just need to do is to keep growing, and everything keep manifesting at its time. Everything keep manifesting at its time. Everything keep manifesting at its time. It's only that they get to 18 and they go and bring something and attach. Everything is already inside. So moving forward, we already said the grass that we already said the stage that believer, being a firm believer and lover of Christ, once you get to that stage, you have to know that everything you need is already inside. So look at Joseph. God will not go and use something that you don't have. It's from what you have that is going to use to what align you to where He's taking you. You saw how Joseph, the dreamer, how the dream navigated him to become an administrator, to be someone that interpreted the dream for Pharaoh, and boom, he was there. So those you'll have seen some special area, that something that is you people find it difficult, but to you is you don't see that as a big deal. Those are pointing factors. Those are pointing factors because everybody puts two identical twins together and you see how beautiful God is. They will be so different, not by look, but in the way they do things, in the way they react to things, in the way things you know, it is just to show you that we are not mass produced. God was detailed in his production. How do you think that in the beginning, one of the things in knowing your purpose is knowing God. So you have to get acquainted with studying the Word and checking the Bible regularly and see the kind of man the God we serve is. God is omnipotent. Is it's a God is holy. God is omnipresent. Just call him any name. But the first thing he told us about himself is in the beginning, God created the world. And he said also in subsequent verse that let's create man in our likeness. He's a creator, he created us to create things. He's a builder, he created us to build stuff. So once you understand this, the next stage is what do the Bible said, if you are unfaithful in another man's home, who will trust you with your own? If you are unfaithful in another man's own, who will trust you with your own? God doesn't use who he has not tested or trained. But life tests are not pre-announced. It happens when we don't even know. So at that place you are currently, it might be a testing place for you. Where you are currently might be a testing place for you. You don't want to take it with levity because all work works. All work works. In all labor, there is profit. Showeth me a man that is diligent in his skill shall stand before king and not mere men. Showeth me a man that is diligent in his skill shall stand before king and not mere men. So from where you are, having solved our number one and number two and make sure you're satisfied with it, the next thing you want to start doing is looking up to God to give you clarity on what you want to do with your life. So what do you do between waiting to get clarity from God on what to do with your life and where you are currently? We have identified from the beginning, life is not just about surviving. Life is about living life, a purposeful life while you're here on earth. So it's not just about passing by and making money and just making your family happy alone. You have been sent to the generation with a content to make life easy. Just imagine if Joseph didn't pursue his goal. Just imagine if David was carried away with life. What would have happened to the Israelites and Goliath? Every one of us have a Goliath here on earth that we're supposed to kill to make life easy for other people. But when we shy away for it, like I said earlier, you're not just doing yourself a disservice because we never have a fulfilled life. Even though you have all the riches of this world, it will never give you fulfillment. But you're also doing the generation a disservice because God will have to raise another man like you to do the assignments. God can never be stuck. So definitely, but you have to raise another kind of person like you for that same assignment. So having understand that, what do we do between those times? It's time for preparation. What do waiter do? Waiter serve. Showeth me a man that is diligent in his skill. Shall stand before king and not mere men. What you do in your waiting time is to serve. Build yourself. Build yourself. Build yourself. All work. In all labor, there is profit. If the work is not working for you yet, it's working on you. If the work is not working for you yet, it's working on you. All work. It's not me. I didn't say it. It's the Bible. All work. So you want to make sure that you don't have an idle time in your life. Lifetime is too short to try and be figuring out how to run it all your life. That is why you have to seek guidance. That is why you have to listen to video like this to properly guide you on how best to navigate life. Because people might say experience is the best teacher, but that is if it does not happen to you. Because it might left you with scars. A wise person, um, Baptiste said in one of his quotes that I can see further. I've seen further in life by standing on the shoulder of the giant. I've seen further in life by standing on the shoulder of the giant. Life is too short. Trying to figure it out on your own. You have to see godly counsel. Bible says there's a way that seemeth right to a man. The end of it thereof is ways of destruction. If it's the middle, it might still be very good. You might quickly run back and start over again, but you get to the end. Some people have thought that route for like 10 years, 5 years, and getting to the end point, they just see that, oh my God, I missed it. And so most of the time, it's always too late to turn back. Most of the time, it's always too late to turn back. And you don't even want to try and make that mistake. You don't want to, people live their life generally on popular opinion. Okay, this is what is trending now. People just, okay, it's Japa now. Everybody's Japa. Is this one now. People just want to do what is popular. You don't want to do that. You don't want to. If quite a number of people can tell you what they go through, what they face in their various life endeavor, because they follow what they see others are doing, you will not want to do it. You want to find God's purpose. Quite a number of people, God has destined them to be great in a certain place, but because everybody is moving to a certain place, they too they move. By the time their angel bringing their blessing brought it to the location where they have been destined to make it, they are absent. You don't want to live your life on. See, there's a godly cancer. There's a godly cancer, and you want to seek it in everything you do. You want to seek it in everything you do. You don't want to live your life on chance. You don't want to. So, from where you are now, what you have to do, be diligent where you are. From where you are, diligent. If you are unfaithful in another man's own, who will give you your own? So, where are you working currently? What are you doing currently? Be faithful. Do it with all your heart, with all your mind, and know that your profiting will appear. The next thing you want to do is start developing yourself. Where you're going determines what you take along. But this kind of preparation, see, if you are traveling tomorrow, let's say you have a flight to catch tomorrow, and maybe it's your first time flight, definitely, maybe your flight is 12 o'clock. I'm sure you'll have wake up by 4 o'clock and start. You might have finished packing, but you want to make sure you're not missing anything out. People that are going somewhere, it's there's how they wake up. They wake up differently. But someone that is not going somewhere, maybe it's Saturday morning, you don't have anywhere to go. Most of you most likely be sleeping till 10 o'clock and wake up trying to look, oh, what am I doing for today? When you are going somewhere, there's how you wake up, there's how you approach life. And you see people that are going somewhere in life, there is how. Life is never by chance, life is never by luck. If wishes were horses, even the beggar will ride. Anything you don't prepare for, you can't step into it. Even if you step into it by mistake, you will step out by mistake. The only way up is down. The only way up is down. When you jump up, you will come down. But when you grow up, you will stay up. See, there are kingdom principle that even people on the other side practice because principle works everywhere. Principle work everywhere. If you throw up an object here in Nigeria, it will definitely come down. Go to America also, it will come down because principle work everywhere. If you pick a principle from business part and you find it profound, definitely you should, if you try it in your career part, it should work. If you try it anywhere, it should work. That is where principles are universal. Principles are universal. So when you read a Bible principle, you can apply it to any part of your life and it will work definitely. To work definitely. So what you want to do, I've had opportunity to sit on quite a number of interview table in my organization, trying to recruit new staff. And one thing I've observed is quite a number of people are carried away with so they just bring the certificate. What can you do extra? Because every employer wants to get more than is paying for. I see quite a number of people with nothing to offer with nothing to offer. It does not lie, it does not finish on the offering table. But firstly, he said, God can cut with any ass, but if you give him a sharper ass, he can cut faster with you. God can cut with any axe, but if your axe is sharp, he can cut faster with you because it will need less energy. So you want to make yourself as sharp as possible. That career you are into, nobody chooses it for you. Choose it for yourself. Why should you be average? Why should you be average? Sharp your game, be on the top of your game. Any industry you're choosing yourself to be into, follow it to the end. Devote to make sure you get the best out of it. You're not just just part of it. As a kingdom person, God wants us to be to dominate each space. He doesn't want us to be part of the number. He wants us to be leader in every of our space. And it does not happen by speaking in tongue. It happens by studying. He says, study to show yourself approved. Study to show yourself approved. My people are destroyed because they rejected knowledge. You want to ask why would people reject knowledge? Okay, let me ask you. Um, you know, in the Bible, one of the wisest men in the Bible, Not even one of the wisest man that I've ever lived, King Solomon. God appeared to him and asked him one thing, and he said, "He desire wisdom and understanding." Reading it, I know a lot of you know the story, but reading it to my feel is normal. Okay, okay. So let's take you as an example, and I want you to drop your comment in the comment section. So you're sleeping tonight, and you just get caught off, and you saw God, maybe in your dream or maybe in revelation, and He asks you, "Okay, my dear daughter and my dear son, I have two options for you: $1 billion and wisdom. $1 billion and wisdom." I want to know your comment in the comment section, what you be deciding. I'm sure quite a number of you would think, ah, quite a number of you, I know what you choose, but I want to see your response in the comment section. $1 billion or wisdom. My people are destroyed because they rejected knowledge. It didn't say every people, it didn't say everyone. It said my people. That means they are Christians, they are believers. Still, they rejected knowledge. Are you also not rejecting knowledge? The day you stop learning is the day you start dying. The day you stop learning is the day you start dying. There are quite a number of things that we get in our institution, universities that are not relevant to today's market. You want to make sure every day of your life you're sharpening your game, you are sharpening yourself up, developing skills that are still relevant to the market, building yourself up. Because the sharper you are, God can cut easily with you. By the time there are many people God get to unveil themselves to themselves bit by bit. So it shows you a part, you keep doing it, it reveals another part of it to you, another part of the vision to you, another part of the vision to you. But before then, make sure any field you choose for yourself, make sure you don't just be ordinary. If there's course they need to get in that field, is there is a examination you need, just make sure you keep pushing. You keep pushing because showeth me a man that is diligent in his skill to stand before king and not mere men. It's a kingdom principle in all work. If it's not working for you, it's working on you. So maybe in subsequent episode, I will show you quite a number of life practical. All the example I've been picking since morning are from the Bible. We'll show you real time example, even my own personal testimonial. Quite a number of things that I thought was not working was actually working for me, and until I get to a different field. Those memories were things I had to go back to pick from and could guide me and navigate me in properly approaching the new assignments in my front. So don't go to Google, search for your purpose. Purpose is in Christ. And immediately you meet with the person of Jesus and start loving him genuinely. The first thing he start discussing with you is purpose. And in the process of getting to know your purpose, it might not be revealed to you once, it might be bit by bit. Make sure you keep serving what you have from where you are. Start using what you have to serve. Start sharpening up yourself. Where you are going determines what you takes along. So you want to make sure what you are uh, when God keep revealing yourself to you, you are preparing yourself also in that line. Once He give you that direction, start preparing yourself in that line, building up your skills and everything in that line. And I also want to talk about don't be wise in your own eyes. 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 It's a terrible syndrome in our age. Quite a number of people think they are wise. They think they are, but there's a godly kind of wisdom, and this is what you want to seek in on your way. You don't want to do anything outside of Christ. You don't want to. You want to make sure that any step you're taking is in line with the word God's word. So before God reveal yourself to you, you have to know. He already give us a template because when you can hear a different word can speak to you, and it can get you confused and even put you on the wrong track. Get yourself addicted to the Holy Bible. You already laid down purpose for every believer. Start with that one. Seek it first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and every other thing shall be added. Seek it first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and every other thing shall be added. I do the person a statistic on Saturday during our evangelism section. I told him, "Do you know the population of Earth today?" He said, he didn't know. I told him 8 billion plus. Okay, how many percentage of that population do you think are Christian? Less than 40%. So what happened? Out of that 40%, how many do you think is really, really genuinely following Christ? Maybe half. So do you think it's God will for that about 60% of the world population to go away? Mm-mm. It's not God's purpose. That is why we are here on earth. He said there's joy in heaven over one single soul. So your number one purpose is to care about what God cares about. So you want to make sure that you already have one assignment, caring about what God cares about. Even before you decide, you find your own specific custom-made purpose. There's a general purpose for every believer. Now we have more than 6 billion people on the loose. More than 6 billion people on the loose. What quota can you cater for? The platform you already have, use it. You don't know who life can be transformed by just listening to you. You don't have to be a pastor, you don't have to be a prophet. Your own business place, your own career place is your own altar. Let the light of God shine in that place. Let the light of God shine in that place. That is your own altar. Let people that you work together in your workplace know you're a Christian. Let your life also reflect it. You know, there are quite a number of Christians that people are wondering, is this person the true Christian? Because the way you even do your things, the way you approach your business is not quite different from how the world system also do their things. No, you guys, the you have to let the God light shine through you. The Bible say, do they on the lamp and put it under the lampstand? No. When they on the lamp, they put it on the lampstand so that it can shine and brighten the whole room. Same thing you are. So we'll continue in some subsequent episode about this. But if you are getting value out of this video, do the YouTube thing, like, comment, share. It might bless someone. Thank you. Till our next video. Stay blessed.